The women's free skating program at the open skating portended more interest. Many skaters presented successful quadruple jumps earlier that could not be demonstrated in the short program. More time available also allowed for more serious and deeper topics to be addressed. Unfortunately, not many competitors were at least 70% ready by the time of the control rolls. The first competition day left us with a lot of questions to think about. Kamila Valieva performed at the third part of her power, and Sofia Akateva, who returned after an injury in the off-season, did not demonstrate elements of Ultra C. Thus, the free skating programs were expected to clarify many unclear points. The competition included the same duo as on the first competition day, Olympic champions Maxim Trenkov and Alina Zagitova. Before the first warm-up, the lineup had to be reduced by one person. Russian champion Sofia Akateva was assigned to the top 5, but due to health reasons she decided not to take to the ice for the second time. Therefore, Maya Kromik was the first to take the ice. During the 6-minute warm-up, Ksenia Sinitsina suddenly cried. She apparently told the coaches the phrase, "I can't." Nevertheless, there was no official announcement of her withdrawal. On the second competition day, on the spectator seats, Yana Rukovskaya and Alexandra Trusova sat again. However, Kromik's skating was not too successful. 2 jumps, 2 falls. However, the figure skater said that she was glad to get back on the ice and skate again after a year's break. Maya's music was Kovacs, My Love and The Devil You Know. Liza Tuktamisheva took to the ice with last year's but very bright free skating program Loneliness. The skater didn't dare to go for complicated elements, limiting herself to double axels. "Maybe it's my turn to ask you questions," Tuktamisheva joked after her skating with Maxim Trenkov. But here, Alina Zagitova stepped in. "What is the most unusual place where you would like to perform?" "I've traveled, I think, all over the world. I should go to Africa and make an ice rink there," said Tuktamisheva, smiling. "I love you, thank you." In the final of her short talk with the presenters, Lisa addressed the audience. One of the outstanding performances was Veronika Zhilina's program. This is probably due to the fact that the athlete from Plushenko's Angels participated in junior skating only a month ago. Her choice of music from Michael Jackson's hits looked more organic than Petrosyan's short program, and the musical transitions were more harmonious. It was noticeable that Zhilina had carefully studied all of the singer's movements and characteristic features. The program was unusual and it is interesting to see how it will develop during the season. However, Veronika had a fall during the performance. The falls can be attributed to the nervousness of the first season. Zhilina managed to do what was expected. Cascade quadruple double tulip. Adalia Petrosyan chose Leonid Lavashkevich's February. The impression was that Daniel Glashengal simply took the competition career of Stanislava Konstantinova and adapted her short program for his students. Maya Kromik also used Kovacs, My Love program, Konstantinova's last performance. Compared to Stasia, Adalia did not fit in with the musical accents and did not feel the mood of the composition. At the same time, during her performance the broadcast camera caught the moment. Atari Tutberidze tears slightly, Adalia managed to do a quadruple. The roles were 50-50. In the free skate I didn't give 100% in terms of emotions, and my jumps were a bit poor. I think I have to keep the bar I set last season. And to show similar results, said Adalia Petrosyan after the performance. Ksenia Sinitsina performed in the most original way. The beginning with tango elements, energetic second half and full immersion in music made her performance really skillful. It is important to note that Sinitsina's choreography gives an inner depth, and she does not look mechanical. The morning practice was a challenge for her due to injury and she was unable to demonstrate the planned jumps, limiting herself to dupes. And there were doubts about her capabilities after the rollout. Actually, the whole free skating performance to Kizos went well, without any questions. But after the skating she told me everything. Everything is fine, I did the morning training in the working mode, I rolled the program. And at the end of the skate she punctured her own leg. I'm sorry I couldn't show what I was working on, Zhilina said after the performance. Kamila Valieva continues to experiment with different images on the ice. This time she presented herself in the image of the Queen from the movie Black Panther. However, the choreography and musical choices raised some questions, with some moves seeming somewhat inconsistent with the aesthetics and overall atmosphere. However, what is important is that Kamila is stepping out of her comfort zone and evolving. This is definitely better than repeating already known classical programs, as Kamila Valieva does, who continues to present lyrical images. In this way, Kamila shows her boundless talent. It is clear that in the free skating performance she skated to the best of her ability. The recent surgery was making itself felt. In an interview that appeared the night before the performance, the skater said that so far she has only 30% of her abilities. But how she managed to convey this image, the moment when the panther releases its claws, the audience met with applause. The final performance, Kamila, like a real panther, stood in the final pose on the ice and smiled cheekily. The audience gave her a round of applause. The figure skater herself smiled broadly at everyone as she left the ice. You bring incredible energy to the skating, Zagatova praised. The most important thing is the image in which you live. You must live this image on the ice in the inner mood for all jumps, remove all doubts, otherwise it will get in the way, said Kamila after her performance. The figure skater separately thanked all the fans in the auditorium, and admitted that now she has to work on her physical form before the season. No fatigue matters when there are such fans, said Kamila after the skating. Another unconventional choice was Alina Gorbacheva's program, which was dedicated to chess. The idea of the production is already striking at first sight. Instead of traditional dresses, Alina chose black pants and a white shirt with the image of the Queen. This strict image does not detract from her program, but, on the contrary, emphasizes her choreography and individuality. It is really worth watching, and not just once. Impressions are very good. I am pleased with the support of the audience, very energizing. It was a bit exciting, it will only get better from now on. I plan to do 2 quadruple salchows and I hope that the third one, Tulip, will appear soon, says Alina after the performance. Of course, the first competitions will start only in a few weeks, and the highest form should be achieved at the Russian Championships. However, the physical preparation of the singles leaves much to be desired. Usually, many girls demonstrated minimal mistakes during the skating, but now not even 3-3 cascades can be successfully performed by all of them. Petrosyan and Zhilina were the only ones who tried to perform Ultra C, but not always successfully.